and rebuilding our country, and putting an end to the ongoing, unprecedented, dehumanizing, and unacceptable suffering of our people. We are asking our people to vote for a completely different type of political leadership. A leadership that is honest, that is realistic, that is humble, that is respectful, caring, consulting, and a leadership that is listening. A leadership that is tolerant to the cries of its people. We are confident that our people will continue to have a living memory of the APC's past achievements in governance, which we have laid out clearly in this One Nation Manifesto. Given those laudable antecedents, the APC is again seeking from the people of Sierra Leone a renewed mandate on 24 June 2023 to continue serving them from where the party left off in 2017 and from where it is taking off in 2023. A time to consolidate and a time to continue building for a better nation in the years ahead. Our goal is to further expand and spread the opportunities for peace, inclusion, cohesion, stability, growth, and prosperity to be enjoyed by all Sierra Leoneans in all parts of the country, with specific focus on the disadvantaged segments of our society. Sure, Anthony can do this part. When I say one ministry for the disabilities, don't make a president for one more. We are able to do it during our 10 years in governance, during which the APC government worked tirelessly and succeeded in bringing about and maintaining peace and stability, provided a better sense of direction, properly formulated and implemented impactful development priorities, both hard and soft priorities, and executed the mandate of governing the country based on inclusivity, accountability, honesty, and commitment. During that glorious period of the APC in governance, we promoted democracy, as my colleagues have listed. We promoted tolerance and good governance. We respected the freedoms and rights of Sierra Leoneans. We empowered the women and the youth and the people with disabilities. We did not hesitate to allocate the resources necessary to ensure that our people had access to basic amenities, such as electricity and water supply. We constructed new roads, rehabilitated and strengthened our economic and social institutions, and revived mining activities throughout the country, bringing in the largest private foreign investment ever in the history of Sierra Leone. We revived the railway for the transportation of minerals. We made dramatic progress towards food security and removed the stigma on our country of having the highest infant and maternal mortality, death rates at the time. We expanded access to and infrastructure for affordable education. We significantly empowered and enhanced the participation of women, the youth, and our brothers and sisters in the diaspora in governance. We raised and tolerated voice and legitimacy in our citizens. The 2023 One Nation Manifesto of the APC does not make promises per se. On the contrary, what it offers are commitments, as indicated earlier. Commitments that will be fulfilled as much as possible based on our immediate to short-term and medium to long-term vision and goal to heal, to reunite, rebuild our Sierra Leone. Commitments commitment to foster national peace, unity, inclusion, cohesion, and prosperity for all together. As a democratic political party, we believe that it is only through a dedicated and purposeful continuation of these transformative programs that we shall succeed in ending the poverty and ongoing suffering of our people. Our One Nation Manifesto also represents the aspirations of the grassroots, the aspirations of the poor and less privileged of our society. It provides an alternative vision and solution for truly transforming the lives of people. Hence, it is a practical and implementable program. I repeat, it is a practical and implementable program. It's not talking about being bridges across a river that you don't even understand how deep it is. This will shape and define the APC party government, guided by the need for pragmatism and our past 10 years experience in governance. We will continue to improve on the programs that have in the past produced successful results in expanding service delivery, creating jobs, and strengthening governance. The APC party is proud to acknowledge that we built a strong foundation for democratic governance and socio-economic development of our country during the 10 years we are in governance. At the same time, we are mindful of the prevailing challenges facing us. Now is not the time for complacency. It is certainly not the time for blame games. It is not the time to hide behind thirsty security personnel. It is not the time to intimidate our people and instill fear in them as they step out to exercise their democratic choice of political leadership in the next 5 years. Let us all, as political parties, restore and give our people, once again, democratic space they so deserve. It is time to redeem, to reunite, and rebuild surrender. My struggle, my responsibility. Our manifesto is anchored, and it's on my way now, on 10 pillars. I'm sure after having delivered this, the PRC will just acknowledge the APC party as victor. Our manifesto is anchored on 10 pillars. Pillar 1, we'll foster national unity and cohesion, building one nation. We shall take immediate steps to restore national cohesion, peace, and unity, including steps to eliminate ongoing political and ethnic tensions, orchestrated largely by weak and heavy-handed political leadership. We shall foster, secure, and protect the equitable distribution of opportunities across the country and undertake constitutional and institutional changes to entrench decentralization and local government. The unexpected fall of our historic Leone, the unexpected fall also of a historic icon, the cotton tree, is a reminder of the need to protect and preserve our historical heritage and culture, the need to strengthen our security apparatus, sports, media, entertainment, fashion design, and film industries as tools and agents for building national peace and social cohesion. Pillar 2, we'll address economic deficiencies and vulnerability. More importantly, and sooner rather than later, address the cost of living crisis at the structural level. It is unprecedented for the IMF, as well as other development partners, to engage political opposition parties openly to discuss macroeconomic issues of our country on the run-up to a general elections. By courtesy of their invitation, that is the IMF, I and my colleagues, including the chairman of the party, shared our views on how we can quickly stabilize the macroeconomic situation of the country and put it on new growth trajectory. We have also urged them to make this engagement a norm, a common practice in their future missions, especially in the least developed countries. Usually, these institutions, especially on the run-up to general elections, do not talk to the opposition. So we are putting it to them. It's about time you change your game. Talk to everybody. Because the economy, the development of a country belongs to everybody. It's everybody's responsibility. That's why we say, my Sierra Leone, my responsibility. Together, there is an understanding with the IMF on the broad objectives of the ongoing fund-supported program for Sierra Leone, leading to successor programs. This program we're running on now, I hear, had a stated date of conclusion in June. The new program should be articulated in November. So now we're well placed, at least, before the conclusion of this program. Coming with a new program, we have engaged, and they know our views. We indicated to the IMF our manifesto commitment to institute a quick economic and price recovery plan that aims to address the current macroeconomic and price challenges, as well as a medium to long-term development plan that aims to create a more sustainable development trajectory, drawing on the past 62 years of independence. You could not understand why I said I go back to 1961. Honestly, where did this one I go understand? Don't tell Pamose Gulina. Thus, we shall restore macroeconomic stability and work towards transforming Sierra Leone from a consumption to a competitive production economy. This will include prioritizing sector-wide approaches, private sector development, strengthening indigenous businesses and rural communities, leveraging the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement and other trade agreements, and the potential of digital transformation. We shall dedicate our energies to conclude and enjoy the benefits of the MCC program. Yes, we can enjoy it. So, you Babu the job. What said we don't work for school, they don't job. We acknowledge the huge amount of resources poured into this country by our development partners, and will therefore commit to uphold all donor-supported projects as national projects. We shall reignite our middle-income status ambition. This is one of the biggest legacies we and Ms. Makuman left for me, to transform Sierra Leone into a middle-income country by the year 2035. Of course, at the time, we will do so well. That's when Ban Ki-moon visited Sierra Leone to close the UNAPSID program in Sierra Leone and transform to the development instrument. They said the rate at which Sierra Leone don't develop under this program, it will achieve this middle-income status 5 years earlier. I think that's a big challenge we have to change. Instead of 2035, let's lay the building blocks to be able to achieve it in 2030. Or even before. It's not impossible. What else have done? We also can do. Not so. Singapore has done it. Thailand has done it. South Korea has done it. In Malaysia today, our palm tree is our livelihood. For this to happen, for us to achieve a middle income status, We shall intensively and extensively explore and exploit to their fullest potentials every conceivable sector of socio-economic activity. Even the Okada rider is part of the economy, and the great economic output would encourage them. Not for talk of the granite seller, we dey sell granite, now me wallet in street office. Today, that lady, when I first met her, young girl, they sell granite. Small beginning. 3 years later, today, in the university, who that granite today? Because any granite we can go, we buy all. One chopper more, one chopper we buy, we give it. And when my daughter came out, Lucy, he said, well, I will pay you school. And that inspired me. That inspired me. We paid that picking college fee. When I made the promise and come here, say, the APC government, under Samura Kamara, no child, no youth, and I mean no youth, will stay out of tertiary education because of school fees. Ladies and gentlemen, fixing the economy is undoubtedly the most single challenge of our time. Maestro Leone. Third pillar. Our third pillar is to intensify efforts in job creation and establishment of pathways for every adult, especially the youth and the women, to earn a living wage. When they tell you get threshold wage, not so. Tell that wage again, who will get threshold income. Well, we have a threshold income. Don't say we go make an announcement. Now it is been raised from 600 to 800,000. We have a minimum wage again. Now you can see there are 3 indicators where they compete: minimum wage, threshold income, and a living wage. It is only a living wage that challenges your cost of living. And this will be our top priority. Through sustainable cross-sectoral interventions, we shall collaborate with local and international partners to create jobs while simultaneously reforming and capacitating the civil and public service to prioritize service delivery. We want to make the public service and civil service competent and efficient again. Yes, if you join politics, if you want to be political person seriously in the open, come on the people service, come on the civil service, come on the public service. Go and change your politics. Because once you're there, you are not serving your political gurus. You are not serving the party. You are serving the entire people of this country. Yes. Our fourth pillar: accelerate investments in our people with a specific focus on the education, capabilities, and health care of our children, women, and the youth. There are old people there. Mami Gaba will not let from Abiano. I'm working program now and I'm responsible for that. And I will say, I will say, we join up for that program. We shall enhance the efficiency and equity of all social spending, elevating quality and explicitly caring for the most vulnerable segments of our population, including the socio-economic and political empowerment of the old age, the women, the youth, and the people with disabilities. We shall set adequate funding mechanisms to support women and youth skills development and viable business enterprises. In particular, ongoing human capital development, free education, free healthcare, teacher support, and medical staff support initiatives will be upheld, strengthened, and made better and sustainable. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, comrades all in the APC, Let us begin to think big and act big. Our fourth pillar, fifth pillar, accelerate investments in physical and digital infrastructure development. We shall pursue responsible investments in energy, transportation, water supply, urban planning, affordable housing, information communication technology, while fostering regulatory frameworks for mutual and mutually beneficial partnerships with the private sector, international financial institutions, with our development agencies, and regional economic bodies. We will vigorously pursue e-government transformation. Serious attention and significant resources will be devoted toward restoring regular electricity, especially in the capital city and headquarter towns and cities. We will restore the impetus for road construction, focusing on international and intercity connectivity, while upgrading rural and intra-town road construction. The bottom line is, as Ernest Baikamz did, we'll make the entire Sierra Leone a works year. Our sixth pillar will deepen and strengthen decentralization and rural development. We shall revive our decentralization program, supporting the administrative and financial empowerment of all local councils on a foundation of accountability, respect, and fairness, and delivery. Urgent measures shall be taken to restore the confidence of our development partners in this critical pillar of our progress. They are waiting on the sideline to help us again. Pillar 7. We'll enhance good governance and the rule of law. We shall uphold democratic principles, protect human rights, intensify and depoliticize the fight against corruption, and build robust public institutions, transparent and accountable to the people of this country. Today, almost all our public institutions are under state capture. Let's redeem them from state capture and take them back to their people. We shall give power to the people by creating platforms to make inputs into decision making and hold government accountable. Power to the people! Power to the people! Now the answer. This is a revolutionary statement in a community in England. Citizen Smith. Also, power to the people! Power to the people! My Sierra Leone. My responsibility. Thank you. My responsibility. Pillar 8. In our Pillar 8, we commit to protect our environment and respond to climate change. We shall roll out improved natural resource management strategies, climate-focused mitigation and adaptation measures, including the creation of green jobs and green economic belts. Pillar 9, we will strengthen and broaden economic diplomacy. We shall foster strategic partnerships with our jurisdictions, align priorities, ensure value for money in ongoing and future investments, and pursue mutually beneficial partnerships with deep respect for the taxpayers while safeguarding our sovereignty. They are also financiers using their taxpayers' money. We have to respect them. Overall, contrary to what happened when I was the Minister of Foreign Affairs, we shall spread our economic diplomacy across all ministries bodies, departments, and agencies of government, and not only in the foreign service, and strengthen international development cooperation. Every ministry now must have an economic diplomatic agenda. That's how you raise money, develop yourself. The last pillar, pillar 10, will foster partnership with the diaspora, our diaspora, for national development. We shall map our diaspora network, collectively identify areas of expertise and interest, and create a welcoming environment for mutually beneficial engagements and investment. We shall also work towards transforming our diaspora into international advocacy agents for Sierra Leone. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, comrades all, once in governance, we commit to mobilize the whole society as a resource necessary to transform Sierra Leone for the betterment of all. In this regard, my team of experts is now working assiduously on the plan and budget estimates for operationalizing and implementing this One Nation Manifesto. Yes, not only they think would ask you almost the manifesto cost you say you must have $100. It has to be monetized, and we shall do it. And here, I want to express my profound gratitude to the APC Secretariat and staff and my team for their diligence in producing this manifesto. The process is not over yet, and I want to urge them to continue working together until the final victory. In conclusion, I don't know, I will talk here. Soon I don't wait too much. In conclusion, we are conscious of the challenge facing our country today. The question is whether in the coming elections, our people will be given the space and freedom to vote in a president and government of their choice that will work assiduously in uniting our country, or alternatively, to have their votes suppressed by this new direction leadership, thus risking exposing and subjecting them to more of existing suffering and to losing the gains of a hard-won struggle for progress, peace, and prosperity for all Sierra Leoneans. The people have a choice. Either you vote for positive change, or you vote to continue the hardship, the suffering, the molestation, the dehumanization, the jailing, the arresting, police brutality. How many of us want to vote that way? Nobody in this country. We need to remind our people. And that's why, as I said earlier, this law treated here today, you are the critical mass. Let's go out and tell our people the message. As Mr. Conte will say just now, that might be say, be on another left field and let people have their hand again. A very serious request. It happened to me in Rukupur. A couple of days ago, I went there. We arrived at this place about 10 o'clock at night. General and I addressed the people. The time we finished was about 11, go to 11:30. I was jumping into my car when somebody said, hey, please, wait. I said, what happened? Wait! I said, what happened? One mommy said, if you not see you, if you not touch you, I will die. Very, very old. So I jumped out of the car and I walked towards her. The whole arm. I saw the whole arm. Luckily, the pocket size. It not be too big. Yeah, it not be too big. So the whole arm, as I go on, it gripped me. It around me. I'm sure it was not for Samura Kamara. It was the hope and confidence and trust that I can say, Papa can't save you. I know more way to save. That's my reading of her. And she's not alone in this. She's not alone. Some want to be the same, but they're scared. But today they're not arrested with boys. Yes, you cannot say, Paul Mubarak along Kinton Bridge with the past. And I said, until Trangan in this country, Ramadan arrest her because he said that talk. The poor man, handicapped, was sent to CID. How can the percent of people be so inhuman? Oh dear, about God, help me. The APC is confident that the people of Sierra Leone will once again reaffirm their trust and confidence in the APC party by giving us a resounding victory at the polls at the forthcoming presidential and general elections on 24th of June 2023, and allowing us the opportunity to start again to rebuild their punctured lives and livelihoods. June 24, 2023 marks a pivotal change in the history of Sierra Leone, second only to our Independence Day, April 27. The change you want to make, change you will make on June 24, 2023 will be equal to the change we made in 1961, April 27. It is a pivotal, a monumental, a new era for this country. It's not an ordinary date. This date will be remembered by our people. If we vote right, we will be remembered. If we vote wrong, we will be remembered. Let's vote right. Let's think right. Finally. As in Pentecost Sunday, yesterday, for Christians, let us on election day, June 24, pray and ask for a spirit of renewal, of hope, of peace, and of unity for the entire Sierra Leonean community. Pentecost, a day of remembrance, and we ask the Lord you spirit for change. 50 days after Easter, the Christ rise. It's not an ordinary date. So let us pray that we may overcome any more fear, any more intimidation, and any more doubt or differences that will dampen our resolve to act aright. But be united in giving our beloved country Sierra Leone a new facelift, free from false promises once again. Despite the difficult times Sierra Leone has gone through from independence to date, the medium to long-term prospects of this country are still promising. But with the right leadership, policies, and capacity to deliver, all men are equal, but some are more equal. Want a positive change? You have to choose the right leadership, the right policies. My Sierra Leone, my responsibility. This is a responsibility for each and every one of us. It is a belief that we are connected as one people of one nation. It is a call to restore a true sense of responsibility and pride, both in terms of accountability as a government and in terms of our responsibility for all ordinary citizens, that they must get involved in nation building. So when I say my Australian responsibility, it's not calling me a words. Just as Matthew Takin said, I have a dream. Obama, yes, we can. Trump, America, great again. These are all appropriate for Sierra Leone. And these are all definitions of what my Australian responsibility means. Let's make it happen. May this manifesto all right. May this manifesto, we have an abridged version and we have a detailed version. May this manifesto inspire our citizens of Sierra Leone at home and abroad. May it help us, inspire us to change our mindsets toward nationhood. Therefore, to make us on June 24, 2023, to vote for unity, to vote for peace, to vote for stability, to vote for inclusivity, and to vote for prosperity. Let us vote to end our suffering and hardship. Amen. Vote for the APC party. Save us alone. Almighty God and Father, Almighty God and Father, we, members of the All People's Congress Party Israel, do commit our One Nation Manifesto into your merciful hands, protection and direction. And to the people of this country to accept that this is a genuine document. Let us follow it. Amen? Amen. Away! Away! And thank you very much.